Good morning, officers. I hope everyone is good, healthy. As our festive season is about to end, I hope everyone is back on the track and are gradually coming on the track. As today there are important development across the India, not only in India but global level also. Okay, so we are going to discuss all these global level development and domestic level developments. There was yesterday news related to defense related news, then the six schedule related news. We will discuss all these important news which are important for our UPSC also and for our general knowledge also. Okay, before that I would like to mention that there are only 215 days are remaining. You guys should not waste time further. This much days are remaining for your prelims. Okay, and as I told earlier, daily 9 weeks for your mains come prelims preparation, 3 days. The 28th of December is last Sunday of this year. So before that, you should be handy to cover at least once your main syllabus with answer writing, and simultaneously with the giving prelims paper, mains paper. As I always emphasis on the focusing on the particular dimension, that is the one study approach. One study approach is very helpful approach that helped me a lot. In same approach I'm suggesting you guys. So by these notes, let's start our today's discussion, current affair discussion. There are very important development today, yesterday, 21st October 2016. There was important development happen. That development is this one. Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme that was launched in 2016. Okay, this was the scheme on the 21st of October. Okay, so this scheme has successfully completed the 9 years since its implementation. It is in the 5th phase of Udan 5.0. How it evolved, what are its key components, what are its significance, and what are the issues still we need to reform. So Udan will be the, in real sense, the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik will be target will be achieved. Okay, so let's start our, and why we are discussing, because if you see GS3, we have the infrastructure. In infrastructure, port issues are there. Okay, port infrastructure, there are 3 kinds of ports. Okay, airport, land port, and seaport. UPSC had asked on the seaport, UPSC has asked on the, no, did not ask on the land port, but airport. So airport becomes important even in the prelims also. UPSC is more asking question on the scheme related. Okay, scheme related, there are 1 or 2 questions. Like if you see the question on the Rashtriya Gokul Mission 2025 for prelims question. Then there was one question on drone Didi, this Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Ghar Yojana. Then turmeric, there was question on turmeric. So UPSC will ask the question in prelims also, what are the objectives, what are the components of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Okay, so what is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik? First of all, yesterday as I told you, this is the news. So Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik is a regional connectivity scheme launched on the 21st of October 2016. This date is important for your state PCs also, and even now UPSC is focusing on the minute details of the scheme. Okay, so this is the, and the motto of this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, let the common citizen fly. This is the, earlier there was time in India when the civil aviation was part of only few, but when our honorable Prime Minister decided to expand this, and this common citizen should fly with the pride and with the dignity. In with this objective, the government of India launched the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, regional connectivity scheme, air connectivity. Okay, there are different dimensions of this, and we are going to discuss the what are the components of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. As I told you, what is component is implemented by Ministry of Civil Aviation. Okay, Ministry of Civil Aviation. Then viability gap funding, airfare cap collaboration. Basically, if you ask me, I would say there are certain dimensions which those areas which are till now not connected by the airport, the government will give the financial support to the airlines to get connected with these areas. Best example is Doinapole Airport in the Arunachal Pradesh, a greenfield airport, which is means Doinapole Airport in the Arunachal Pradesh, then the Latur Airport in the Maharashtra, Shirdi Airport in the Maharashtra, okay, Anantapuram Airport in the Andhra Pradesh, okay. So all these are the areas where the government is supporting via providing the finances, okay. First is finances, giving the finance viability gap, whatever the shortage are, because such areas, far flung areas, there is a less chances that they will earn a profit, but government decided to provide the financial support. Then the second, the operational exemption, operational cost, giving the operational exemption, tax benefit, okay, tax benefit on the aviation turbine fuel. Then the providing the regional language, sometimes regional language connect to the people who those who are means not traveling through the year, because there was standard official standard that the air hostages or the air crew should be talk in the particular language. But now because of this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, there was the even the directions given in the regional language also, okay. So all this becomes are the components of the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, okay. And that components become the pillars of India's airport development. India is now become the third largest air market, and India is going to become the second largest air market by 2023. Okay, and this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme has contributed tremendously with around more than 175 airports development in India in the last 7 to 8 years. Okay, so do remember this. Then the collaborative providing the governance model support, the airfare cap. There was cap or not 2,000 rupees. Now the stakeholder incentives, those who are engaged in the party, providing the benefit, providing the access. Okay, and then the special bidding rounds. This means that the focus on the seaplane, helicopters, and water air drones. See, do remember the Udan scheme is not limited to air flights only, okay, but it is expanded in Udan 5 seaplanes, helicopters, helipads, and water aerodromes, okay, with 150 routes already approved with 30 water aerodromes. Because this connectivity is not only the air connectivity, it is providing the water connectivity through helipad development, infrastructure development, and that infrastructure development, the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik providing the under the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, Minister of Civilization providing the financial support to those who are investing money. Okay, these are the 5 important components of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Now, what were the objectives of Ude Desh significance and object? Enhance the regional connectivity, makes the airfare affordable, the promote the tourism, the generate the employment, the strengthening the socio-economic, and encourage the private participation. These were the initial objectives mentioned under the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Employment generation. Think about the employment, how it is helping to generate the employment. Just see the airport in the Doinapoli in Arunachal Pradesh. At least there will be the air pilot, there will be the crew members needed. But apart from this, the ground staff will support, ground staff recruitment will happen. Then there will be the technical staff, operational staff. So all this will lead to the generation of the employment. Then the economic means connecting the far flung areas. Think about the northeast hilly areas, and if you remember, the first flight was between the Shimla to Delhi. Okay, there generally we talks about the mega cities, but this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik contributing in the making the tier 2 cities prominent on the India's year map. Okay, Shimla, Shimla, Anantapuram, Vizag, all these are the tier 2 cities which are come under the India's year map due to Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. Okay, so do remember all these things in enhancing the regional, then market fair affordability, 1.5 billion population, providing the air connectivity is fundamental. We have the travel right to travel across the India. Article 19, to respect the Article 19. If you read the one story, that is the Deccan Airways. Now it then it became the Kingfisher Airways. Now I don't know, but this Deccan Airways story that developed by the one Indian soldier, okay, Deccan Airways, that was the motive to give the dignity to affordable air travel to all the people of India, we the citizen of India. That was the objective and the significance of the regional connectivity scheme. Okay, then the next one is generate the employment, as I have discussed, socio-economic integration. See, it is not only about the connectivity, it is not only about the making the modern facility available, it is about the providing the socio-economic upliftment of the people, those who are working or those who are traveling. It is shows that when people are traveling through air, people are traveling through the flight, it shows the upgradation of the socio-economic condition. And the prime motive of the Udan scheme was to enrich the mobilize the people from the socio-economic conditions. Okay, so do remember these were the objective and the significance of the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, Udan. Okay, then this is the progress of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. Okay, this is the progress. You do remember this progress. Okay, then the 625 routes, operational 90 airports, including the 15 helipads and 2 water aerodromes. Then 1.9 crore passengers get benefited. Then 3 lakh Udan flights has been operated. Then the network 74 to 159 airports. Okay, so do remember this thing. Okay, then the new routes launch. Then this crore distributed viability gap funding. VGF, do remember VGF is important, public-private partnership. Then the enhance the regional healthcare access, the health tourism, improve the air connectivity to enable the rise of regional airlines like Fly Big, Star Air in India One Air, then the Fly 91. Okay, so all these are the contributions. Route, providing the passenger accessibility, providing the flight operational, then the expanding the airports. Okay, then the overall in simple language, this scheme has been contributed to the various domain: infrastructure development, connectivity, tourism, then the providing building the new infrastructure, giving the access around 1.5 crore, 1.5 lakh, 1.49 lakh crore populations passengers got the benefit of the Udan scheme. Okay, so these are the successful milestone of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, and this Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme is become very important to make India a socio-economic and to make India a global air power. Okay, so do remember this, and this is the most important thing, that is viability gap, viability funding. Viability gap funding, this means that if private sector is spending, then government will support, government will give the financial assistance to that private player who is spending, but will make sure that this service should be available to the players, means the citizens, welfare state model. Okay, so this is the important for the overall the contribution of the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. Despite this much achievements, there are certain issues, there are certain challenges which are hindering the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. Okay, what are these challenges? These are the challenges: operational sustainability. Even there are 170 airports, but operational around only 90 airports are the operational airports. Then the operational, there are certain routes which the passengers are very less. There is less demand for the from the public. Then the third one, the prices and the regulation, prices related to the aviation turbine fuel prices, the global uncertainty, and the monopolistic air market of India. How monopolistic? See, how many airlines are operational at a national level? Mostly two or three. Reliance, then and most of the regional airlines, they are now under the Go Air. Or there was recently one news in last year, Go Air was under the liquidation. So these are the challenges which are hindering the overall sustainability and overall the development of the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. We will discuss one by one how the operational sustainability. Many routes with commercial unviable viability gap funding ends leading to the route cancellation. Then delayed infrastructure, slow airport construction development clearance. Okay, this is the mostly in some airport in Uttar Pradesh and UP. Do remember this. Then the low passenger load factors. This is also important challenge which is hindering the पूरे देश का आम नागरिक the maintenance and safety concerns. Safety concerns, if you see the Ahmedabad flight incidents, plane incidents, it shows that safety is paramount, and the safety paramount, it is always should be given priority, but this is not addressed properly. Then weather terrain challenge, the particularly hilly areas, northeast areas, then the Himachal Pradesh areas, then the Western Ghat areas. Okay, then the reduced the airline participation, high ATF, shortage of the small aircraft, and rising the coordination gaps. The coordination gaps between the AAI, then among the center, state AAI, and local authorities causes the implementation delays. Okay, so all these are the challenges which are hindering the proper implementation of the Ure Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. So what are the suggestions given by the, so what are the recommendations given by the scholars committee to make this scheme more prominent? So sustainable financial model, gradually reduce the VGF dependency and attract the private investment through the public-private partnership. This was a question asked in 2021. So do remember what is the viability VGF gap funding, and how the what is the difference between viability gap funding and the public-private partnership. Then the fast track construction of the runways, providing the financial benefit, then the infrastructure development, taking the safety concerns, and developing the new routes which are more viable. These routes will help to reduce the water challenges faced by the Udan scheme. Even the safety concerns, the review, monitoring, annual audit of the this airport infrastructure, it is a need of an hour. Okay, then if airport is not generating the particular employment, then we should focus on the giving the more employment, providing the more training to the pilots, more training to the crew, and giving the private players to invest more in the year plan, because our year market is become monopolistic market. There are only 3 to 4 airlines which are operational in India, and even the whatever the small aircrafts are there, India's aircraft fleet is reached around 1000. Okay, year aircraft, okay, fleet is reached one, but out of this, how many are operational? To make this operational, India should cooperate with the, like, Airbus. Last year we have signed the agreement with Airbus to develop the air flight in India. Okay, so all these are the important factors, these are the important recommendations given by the Niti Aayog or parliamentary standing committees to improve the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik schemes connectivity, to make this scheme a real sense the people's scheme. Okay, so this you can go to the, and the important one more, the technology adaptation of the AI technology, adaptation of the new generation technology. This will help to reduce the financial burden, also to make this sustainable viability, to even the channelization of the resources will help with the will be helpful by using the technology. Okay, so these are the your enhance the airline incentives, the green and electric aviation focus, the public awareness. Because see, uh, despite the this much fear, air fear, very less awareness is there among the people. Okay, very less awareness is there, and this less awareness ultimately hampering the profit, not only profit but the overall the existential threat to the Udan scheme. Because people will not travel, then who will travel? Then what will be the cost? That automatically this cost will be increased. So people should travel. To travel people by year, we should make them aware. So awareness is the primary requisite, training is a secondary, infrastructure is third, and the safety concern is the fourth, and overall monitoring, review, auditing should be done at annual basis or quarterly basis. Okay, so this is the overall development, this is the overall areas where the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme have scope to improve. Okay, so do remember the what is the scheme, its objective, its component, and as I said that this is not the this is not this scheme. This is a very policy to transform the socio-economic dimension of Bharat. Okay, already India have the airports. The mega cities have airports. Mega cities are international airports. But to transform the face of Bharat, Ude Desh ka Aam Nagrik scheme is very important. Okay, by these notes, I will end our this Ude Desh ka Aam Nagrik as this scheme uh, discussion. I will finish this discussion. I will move forward to the our next topic. But before that, do remember what is the scheme, what are the components, what are the objectives, because this is important for your prelims. For mains, success, challenges, way forward. These three dimensions should come in your mains answer. And in prelims answer, what is the scheme, what was the first flight, who is the operating agencies. Okay, so do remember this thing about the Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme. Okay, now come to the our next topic is related to the awards. And these awards, okay, 2021 UPSC asked, 2019 UPSC asked, even 2023 UPSC asked, even 2024 UPSC asked. So there are chances that UPSC will ask the one question on awards in 2026. I am talking about the both. I will discuss the Padma Awards also and Gallantry Awards also. What are the Gallantry Awards? Why in the news we will discuss, because yesterday the Indian government Ministry of Defense announced the Gallantry Awards for the civilian armed forces and other, so means now other paramilitary services. The reason is this: those who contributed for the in the Operation Sindoor, service before self. This is a motto of Gallantry Awards. Okay, so we will discuss one by one what exactly the award Gallantry Awards in the India honoring the brave beyond the duty. Okay, so why in the news, central government has issued the gazette notification listing the Gallantry Award citation for the defense personnel who displayed the extraordinary courage. Okay, but do remember this is the important name. And this Gallantry Awards are given to armed forces also. Okay, then during the peacetime, civilians also. Okay, sorry, paramilitary forces also, and the civilians serving in the short-term armed forces. Okay, so this Gallantry Awards is the mostly given to the uniform services. Do remember, this is given to the uniform. Gallantry Awards are the confirmed to the President of India, to the members of armed forces, police, civilians who act exceptional bravery, valor. Okay, the civilians comes under those who are working in the armed forces. Do remember this. Okay, these are the Gallantry Awards. What are the Gallantry Awards? As I mentioned, the awards symbolize a deep respect for the nation, courage, and sacrifice. Now, what are the history of Gallantry Awards? Gallantry Awards, there are Gallantry Awards particularly is in the context of the military and defense. 1950 it was instituted, the Gallantry Awards. And the first Gallantry Award, what are the types of Gallantry Awards, I will discuss gradually. But do remember, initially there were three wartime Gallantry Awards: Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra. Okay, so these chakras are the in order of precedence is this one only, and this is a wartime award. Then in 1952, to honor the courage during the peacetime, this Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra, okay, Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra has been instituted. And do remember, UPSC had asked the question this in 2024 also. So awards is important this year also. So do remember, Peace Award. What is the difference between the our Padma Award and the our Bharat Ratna Award in the Gallantry Awards? Okay, so this is the Shaurya Chakra, post nominal. The this we generally we use this thing. And now types of the award. What is given in the Paramveer Chakra? Paramveer Chakra, the highest military decoration award for the valor in the presence of the war. Okay, first is MS Somnath Sharma, Major Somnath Sharma, 1947. Recently, Anshuman Singh. Okay, 2024 Kargil operation. Then next one, Mahavir Chakra. Okay, second enemy on the land, sea, everything. Okay, the second one is the Wartime Gallantry Award, and auspiciously, okay, Lieutenant General Rajinder. This is the first award given in 1947, and this is a recent award. Do remember, first and recent. Then gallantry in the face of enemy. The third order of wartime gallantry award for the gallantry in the battlefield, that is a Veer Chakra. Okay, Veer Chakra first given to the Diwan Ranjit Rai. Okay, 1947, and this is the Koshank Lamba Kalnar Sushil Bishit. This is the given to the These are the 2025, and this is the, see, first gallantry awards mostly given to the 1947-48 India-Pakistan war. Okay, war heroes. Now, peacetime gallantry award. So, and this question was asked in 2024 EPFO question, EPFO paper. Which peacetime award is compared with the Ashok Veer Chakra award? Okay, Veer Chakra, Param Veer Chakra. Okay, do remember this thing. Okay, this Veer Chakra, Param Veer Chakra, and Shaurya Chakra. So Mahavir Chakra. Mahavir is the first, then the Param, and then the Shaurya. Okay, Veer Chakra. Do remember this. Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, and Veer Shaurya Chakra. Okay, Shaurya Chakra is a third, Veer Chakra. Okay, and the fourth one is this one. Then now the peace time. Param, Maha, and Veer Chakra. This Shaurya Chakra also we can say that this is the three things. Param will come first, then the Maha will come, and then the Veer Chakra will come. This is the wartime gallantry award. This is the peacetime gallantry award. That means if there is no operation, no wartime battlefield going on, but still said our heroes sacrifice their contribute the supreme sacrifice. So in that, government of India instituted this awards in 1952, and the first one is Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka Chakra is India's highest peacetime gallantry award given to the most conspicuous bravery, self-sacrifice. Okay, Nayak Nar Bahadur Thapa. This is the first award given, and the corporate. This is the Deepak Kumar 2024. Okay, then Kirti Chakra is the second one. The second order, the Nayak Jagannath Singh. Okay, the Subedar Sandeep Singh 2024. Major Amit Tomar 2025, Wing Commander, Shaurya Chakra, third highest peacetime award. Okay, the Shaurya Kirtin Ashok is a peacetime award. Okay, Param, Maha, and Veer is a wartime award, and Ashok, Kirti, okay, and Shaurya is peacetime award. Okay, do remember these awards. Okay, why I am going this technical details? Because there is potential chances there will be the one question on these awards in 2026 prelims, because UPSC has consistently asking question on the Padma awards, question on the military awards, because 2024 UPSC asked 3 questions on defense related issues, either Operation Sadbhavna or level of the ranking or the BrahMos missile. Okay, so do remember all these things. Now the next one is a comparison between the gallantry awards and Padma awards. This is important. Okay, purpose to honor the acts bravery and the this is a gallantry award. Do remember this is a gallantry award and Padma awards. The gallantry award, the to honor acts of bravery and valor during the war or peace. Okay, and to recognize the external service in any human endeavor. Okay, this is given in Padma awards include 4 awards. Okay, they instituted in 1950, 1954, 1954. Do remember there is committee recommendations, and this year there was a question on Gandhi Peace Prize Committee. Okay, so awards, UPSC is now once again shifted to the awards. So study well for the awards. Okay, committee. Now category is the wartime award, Padma, Paramveer Chakra, Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra, the peacetime, Ashoka Chakra, Kriti Chakra, and Shaurya Chakra. Okay, then the Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Shri. Okay, eligibility, armed forces civilian showing the gallantry. Okay, this is the eligibility criteria. All the citizens of India and occasionally foreigners also. There are 2 foreigners who got this award. Okay, Padma awards. And the selection committee, this is also led here. Padma awards a PM. Okay, PMO led committee under the Ministry of Home Affairs. This is under the Ministry of Defense, to remember. Okay, then President of India, who authority of conferment, the President on the recommendation of Ministry of Defense. Then President of India on the recommendation of Padma awards committee under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Do remember this is important. Okay, then frequency announced on the Republic Day and Independence Day, twice in a year, announced on the Republic Day each year, once in a year. Okay, so these are the order of precedence higher than the civilian awards of Paramveer Chakra ranks above all Padma awards. Okay, means I would say the Bharat Ratna is first. Okay, Bharat Ratna is first. Then after that the Padma, Paramveer Chakra will come. Medal appearance, circular medals featuring the national symbol cross swords and okay, circular lotus shape. But do remember, there is no financial means financial monetary benefit given to this awardees. Do remember, because the motto of this to give the recognition, not the financial benefit. Okay, if you remember, there is always one question on the awards. Okay, in 2023 also, 24 also, in the 2025 also, Gandhi Peace Prize Award Committee. Okay, so similarly there might be the chances that there will be the question on on the awards in 2026. Okay, now, significance of this award: honor the nation's national hero, the symbol of national pride, the moral inspiration, unity, and the valor. Okay, so these are recognize the extraordinary courage and the bravery. See our soldiers, those who are in the terrain, those who are difficult terrain, to honor them, to give respect them. The best way is to give them award, give them recognition. Ultimately, we as a human being want recognition and respect, dignity, rather than the finance or money. Money is necessary but not sufficient. Okay, money is not necessary. Money is necessary but not sufficient. The reason is this: after a certain age, you will look for the respect and dignity. So to give respect, dignity, this recognition is given through the awards. Then the next one, the symbol of national pride. The award shows that unity and integrity, because any citizen of India will be recognized as a means means recognized by this award to show the unity and integrity, national pride. Okay, so do remember, even the certain provisions are given. Padma award is during the air travel benefit during the rail travel. This is given to the Padma awardees, and this Shaurya means gallantry awardees. Okay, so do remember this. Then the moral inspiration. Yes, this is a very important factor to promote the morally of the forces. This recognition is important. Just take an example: you are working day and night, and despite this thing, even though you clear it or you don't clear it about UPSC, but if your family says that, my son or my daughter is working really hard irrespective of the result, this ultimately improve your means this will contribute your moral. Okay, and this moral inspiration similarly for the armed forces done through the this awards recognition. Okay, then the next one is a unity in the will, showing the power, showing the gratitude, showing the power, and that through the citizen and everything, this becomes very important. And because of this awards is given to the forces. Okay, done. Now I hope everyone got the idea about awards, everything, what questions they are asking, what kind of the we have to study. But do remember one important award here is missing. That is a Bharat Ratna award, and there is consistently question on means there is a consistently news on the Bharat Ratna award, the controversy, how many people give eligibility. So do look after the Bharat Ratna awards also. In simple, I would say the Bharat Ratna award started in the 1954. Okay, first given to the 2-3 persons, then the 3 persons, and there are 2-3 occasions where the PM will recommend the awards to will recommend the award nominee. Okay, and finally the decision will be taken by the PMO only. Okay, and in this case there are 3-4 times the award is given to the according to according to the Bharat Ratna rules, Bharat Ratna committee, our award committee. There are three maximum in a year. 3 to 4 persons should get this, but there are 2 occasions in 2024. Also, this occasion has breakdown. 6 persons got the Bharat Ratna award. Similarly, in the 1999, there was 5 persons who got the Bharat Ratna awards. Okay, so do remember the Bharat Ratna award is eligibility, and it is available to the means can be given to the all the citizens of India who are contributing for the human cause. Okay, this is a Bharat Ratna award story. By these notes, I will move forward to our next topic. That is, yes, today there is meeting. There is meeting between the representative of the Ladakh. Okay, So this is the news. Basically, today is a meeting between the Ministry of Home Affairs officials and the representative from the Ladakh. Their basic demand is to fulfill the approach the overall means include the Ladakh in Schedule 6. So we will discuss the what is the Schedule 6, what is Schedule 5. The constitutional article talks about the difference between the Schedule 6, Schedule 5, why Ladakh is demanding, what are the features of Schedule 6, okay, and what are the middle path between the means what are the challenges to include the Ladakh in the Schedule 6, then the way forward. Okay, so first is start with the demand for the what is the schedule. This is the demand. You know the activist Sonam Wangchu is in the under NSA, National Security Act, is under prison under this law provision, representative under the high powered committee. Okay, the former one to Tupsan the Chengwong. Okay, this is the news. Now, key features of the Schedule 6. But do remember Article 244.1 and Article 244.2. This talks about the Schedule 5. Okay, and this talks about the Schedule 6. Okay, in the simple way, let me show you the difference between the Schedule 6 and Schedule 5. Okay. Here, the constitutional mandate Article 244.1. Okay, autonomy is less. Okay, president and governor role along with parliament is important. Okay, then the tribal advisory council is there, the 30 members of tribal advisory council, and this is declared any state except the four state, any state except the four state under the Schedule 6. Okay, these are the basic provisions of the difference between the here Article 244.2 and the 275 grants related. Okay, more autonomy, more autonomy, then power, governor have more power rather than the president. Okay, then the autonomous district councils and regional district councils, ADC, ADC and RDC. Okay, then this ADC composition varies. Okay, composition varies according to the population. Then this is a given to the Assam, some Bodoland territory, Kokrajhar territory, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya and Mizoram. Okay, this more conform to the scheduled areas, and this is the conform to the this four state districts. Okay, for 10 there are 10 districts which having this Schedule 6 areas. So this is the basic difference between the Schedule 6, Article 244.1, Article 244.2 along with the Article 275. Okay, so this is the first difference. Then the second one is autonomy is less compared to the autonomy of Schedule 6. Okay, then the president and parliament have more power because the president declare which area will be declared as a scheduled areas. Okay, then the tribal advisory council with 30 members. Okay, here the district autonomous district council and regional district council, which also membership is vary. Okay, membership is vary depend on the okay means composition vary. Then the any state in India can be have scheduled areas. Okay, but right now there are 10 states in India which president declared the scheduled areas because scheduled tribe is not in the all the part of India. But this Schedule 6 is related to confined to the only four state: Assam, part of not entire Assam, 2 or 3 districts of Assam, Bodoland territory, Kokrajhar territory. Okay, Bodoland, Kokrajhar, there are 3 districts, 2-3 parts of the regions of the Assam, then Mizoram, then Tripura and Meghalaya. Do remember, Schedule 6 is confined to the 4 areas only, and Ladakh is demanding the Schedule 6, not the Schedule 5. Okay, already certain parts of Ladakh is comes under Schedule 5, so more autonomy. So what kind of autonomy under given under the Schedule 6? We will discuss them, basically the features of Schedule 6. Okay, so let's start with the features of Schedule 6. These are the key features of the autonomous district councils. These bodies have wider ranging power areas such as legislation, land, forest, water management, policing, administration suitable for the tribal region. That means ki overall executive power, legislative power and judicial power enjoyed by the ADCs compared to the TAC. TAC has the very limited power, just land regulation and some certain kind of the titles. That's it. Okay, but the autonomous district ADCs have executive, legislative, judicial power. Then the local lawmaking. This is council make the law to safeguard the interest of the tribal custom, regulate the land transfer. This is very important. Law making, that is a legislative power. As I told, the legislative power invested in the ADC, autonomous district. Then the governor's role. The governor has a special power regarding the formation, adjustment and the dissolution of the autonomous council and districts. Okay, UPSC had asked the question in 2023, 2024 and 2025 also. So do remember this Schedule 5 and Schedule 6 areas is very important, because in India around 8 crore population is ST, and this 8 crore population is very tribal, and compared to the mainland, the tribal population diversity is more in India. Okay, so this becomes important. Governor has a special role. Then the cultural protection, judicial authority and physical powers, like cultural, how cultural protection, explicit provisions aim to preserve the indigenous language, tradition and community rights. Cultural preservation, executive authority of the state extended in the Schedule 5, but that not extended in the Schedule 6 areas. So do remember this. Okay, then the judicial authority. Councils may also have the judicial powers over the customary practices in local. Best example is we can say the Meghalaya. Okay, Meghalaya, there is certain areas which are the, if you see ATMM. Okay, ATM, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. Okay, these are the tribal advisory councils which is given in the particular this Schedule 6 areas. Okay, and in this 4 state they have the more judicial, more cultural to protect the culture, more power to pronounce the judgment related to the land, even the regulation of fiscal powers like land revenue and levy the collect the taxes on the specific matters. Okay, these are the Schedule 6 areas. Schedule 6 areas features. Now, why Ladakh is demanding because of political autonomy, tribal safeguard, effectiveness of the LHDS, the existing Ladakh Hill Development Council, environmental protection. These are the core demanded by Ladakh as a union territory. Without the legislature, Ladakh lacks robust political representation. Schedule 6 promotes the greater good governance, tribal safeguard. Or 95% population of the residents seek the legal protection. Then the existing mechanism is not that much legislative power. So the Schedule 6 addition will give the power. Okay, this so Ladakh have the tribal population. They have the environmental concerns are already there, and strategic importance is also there for the Ladakh. So there are like issues. I will discuss the issue also, but importantly, what are the features Ladakh having which makes Ladakh to demand for the Schedule 6. Similarly, if you see Darjeeling territory also demanded, the Darjeeling district of the West Bengal demanded the addition in the Schedule 6. Okay, so there are the issues related to this also, but the cultural protection, environment, and the lack of autonomy, too much decentralization, these these are the prime factors which makes Ladakh claim very strong compared to the other regions. Okay, so do remember this. Now, local employment, decentralization. As we know, the most of the Ladakhis are not getting employment, and employment is the biggest issue during the 2024 Ladakh. And by area, Ladakh is the largest district of India. Okay, so do remember this. Then the decentralization of power. Now, what are the issues adding the Ladakh? What are the challenges or issues? First is it needs like constitutional mandate. Constitutional schedule is presently applicable only to the northeast, extended to Ladakh will require the amendment. This amendment does not fall under Article 368, but do remember it needs amendment, constitutional amendment. And second, the strategic concern. As Ladakh is a sensitive area, people's if we give the more autonomy, then there will be the issue of national security, as we have seen during the 2020 Dokla during the Galwan clashes. So it is important concern, and if we give this, will set the precedence for other state to other regions to demand inclusion in the. If we open the once the door, there will be the more issues like this. The Arunachal Pradesh will demand certain part. Then the already Darjeeling district is demanding to addition in the Schedule 6 areas. Okay, so these are the issues. These are the challenges faced while adding the Ladakh in the Schedule 6. Okay. Moreover, you can say the administrative challenges. Local institutions may need the capacity building as they are not aware their financial. See, except tourism, there is very few avenues for the employment generation, physical revenue. Okay, so this will hamper the overall the Ladakh's autonomy. And if you see Ladakh, there is two kinds of communities there. The cultural divide is also there. In the Buddhist is prominent, and in Leh, if you go Leh Kargil, there is a Muslim population, Muslim dominated area. So this is also within Ladakh, there is some division. Within Ladakh, there is a division, and that division is pushing for the overall for the uh, creating the challenges to adopt give the Ladakh Schedule 6 status. Okay, so what we can do, the precedent the risk. Okay, what we can do, so resource allocation, balancing the growth and preservation. Okay, inclusive consultation. As the central government has initiated the process of talking, process of the initiation, process of the inclusion in the like what are the middle path follow means basically central government delegation along with the representative of the Ladakh people, they are now discussing today in the New Delhi what exactly the how we can go forward. So consultation is important, discussion dialogue strengthening the already. If the schedule is not feasible, then empower the LHDC, Ladakh Autonomically Council, for with additional legislative and financial autonomy. Then legal safeguard, frame the constitutional and statutory protection for the land, culture. Yes, this can be done as we have seen the 35A article, not the constitutional, but make a legal law that residential issue, domicile issue can be regulated by the parliament law, as Ladakh is a union territory, and this can be regulated through. Okay, this can be regulated through the addition of this area, addition of this giving the middle path instead of the addition in the Schedule 6. Then there will be the like job reservation for the local recruitment, as unemployment issue is very high. As unemployment issue is the biggest concern, economic avenues are shrinking, and others are encouraging on in showing the encouragement on the Ladakhi land. So it is obvious that people will show the resentment, people will show the sign of the fatigue. So how employment generation, providing the good facilities, providing the more investment, strategic locations, not only through the armed forces but overall, and making the Ladakh tourism more famous. So employment opportunities will be generated more and more. These are the middle path in the short term. Long term, we can focus if the demand is needed, then we can do the constitutional amendment, not considered as a simple like amendment to the Schedule 5 and Schedule 6 are not considered the amendment under Article 360. But there's, if Ladakh is needed to be added, there is a need for the constitutional amendment. Okay, so overall, these are the way forwards from the culture to the individual to the region and region to the nation. All this level, if government and stakeholders discuss, sit together, and dialogue the future course of action, I don't think there will be the once again repetition of the violence protest, okay, which we had experienced in the starting of this month. Okay, so means last month, I think last month. So this is the way forward through which we can manage the Ladakh demand. Schedule 6 is a very Schedule 6 and Schedule 5 are the very important topics for the prelims perspective and mains perspective. In 2025, there was direct question on the Schedule 6, why certain areas in India demanding the Schedule 5, sorry, Schedule 6 inclusion. Okay, this was the directly repetition from the Plutus IAS mains test series also. So do remember, do study what is the Schedule 6 different between the Schedule 5, Schedule 6. Okay, composition, nomination, membership, powers. Okay, so by these notes, I will end my this discussion on the Ladakh and Schedule 6. Now, I will move forward. The small topic is there, particularly the Bolivia. Okay, Bolivia, because our Prime Minister yesterday, the Prime Minister in the congratulated the Rodrigo Perez Verde. We have to just remember the okay this country, its location, its border countries, because Lake Titicaca, if you see, Bolivia, Chile, Paraguay, Peru, Paraguay, Brazil, and this is the only landlocked country of Latin America. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Paraguay is also there. Okay, landlocked country of the Latin America. Here Lake Titicaca is there. Then the overall this year UPSC asked the question on Brazil, so might be chances that location, border, why this country in the news. UPSC is focusing more on the IR, instability in the IR, and overall the IR development. So this is very paramount, important development. Bolivia is considered as the lithium part of the lithium triangle, so it is important. Okay, Peru, Chile, Paraguay, and Chile, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, and Paraguay. This is the lithium triangle. So this is the important, and India is explicitly emphasizing on the diversification of its mineral resources, diversification of its dependence from the West Asia, and Latin America provide the best alternative despite the long distance. Latin America provide the best alternative. Okay, why this significance, the providing the critical minerals, providing the other things. Okay, providing the vegetable oils from the Latin American countries, very important for India, and this makes India to engage with this Bolivian and Latin American countries. One more news was in the news that India has decided to open its embassy in the Afghanistan. Recent the Duran line conflict and the Pakistan's direct attack on the cricketers shows that Pakistan is very disparate, internally fully unstable country, targeting the overall India and Afghanistan ties. Okay, and there was one more news on the Chabahar port. Chabahar port, the US is sanctioning the Chabahar port. Okay, and why Chabahar port? UPSC asked the question. Chabahar port is in the Persian Gulf, and do remember the no, not Persian Gulf, the Gulf of Oman, and that Gulf of Oman, it has become the gateway for India to enter in the Afghanistan and Central Asian republics. But recent the skirmishes and opening the India's embassy in the Afghanistan is a good sign. It makes India to be more delivered and to be the more to be the more strategic autonomic policy. Apart from this, recently the IMD have IMD has warned the low pressure low pressure belt in the Bay of Bengal, which shows the sign of retreating monsoon. What is the retreating monsoon? Its benefit of the retreating monsoon. The retreating monsoon is nothing but the monsoon which is originated during the from the India's northeastern side, and it will pass through. Then it will give the rainfall to the Tamil Nadu area, Andhra Pradesh, coastal Andhra, Coromandel coast, and some interior part of the Karnataka also. Okay, so do remember all these things. The retreating monsoon, mechanism of retreating monsoon, its significance for the coffee cultivation, significance for the paddy cultivation. Okay, and which makes the Kaveri a perennial river. Okay, so this is the overall our today discussion. We have discussed all the topics of from the schedule 6. Okay, schedule 6, then awards. Okay, then Udan, award schedule, Udan. Okay, then schedule award. Then we have discussed about the Bolivia, lithium triangle. We have discussed about the India, Afghanistan ties. And the last but small news I want to discuss that Australia, Australia and USA have signed the critical minerals deal. The critical minerals partnership was launched by critical critical mineral partnership was launched by the USA, which makes sure that the critical mineral supply should be consistent and steady. Okay, India is a member of critical mineral partnership CMP, and this makes India a very prominent hub. This makes India a very global hub for the important to be the joining this elite group. This elite group make sure that there will be the steady supply of the critical minerals. As I told earlier, that there was a question on critical minerals in 2025. India has launched its own. India have launched its own critical mineral mission, that is a critical mineral in 2025 or 25-26 budget. Okay, by these notes I will end our today's discussion. Before that, as I always mention, there are only 16 days are remaining for your prelims, and you should focus. You should be now back on the track to be tackle the whatever the issues. If you face any issue, we have launched the Sankalp Sarthi mentorship programming. Sankalp Sarthi mentorship programming. This includes the various verticals: prelims, mains, may only prelims, only mains, the integrated prelims come mains for 2026 also and 2027 also. So those who are interested, do they do definitely join this program. This is very helpful. This is a target oriented, procedure based, target oriented, one study approach followed. Following this means one study approach technique used in the Sankalp Sarthi mentorship programming. Okay, I will end my today's discussion. Once again, I will come tomorrow with the new topic and the new energy with the same energy level, and I hope he will come on the track. Those who are giving the test this Sunday, they should come for the test. Okay, this test is open for those who are enrolled existing student, and those who want to join, they can come and they can give a trial for this test. Online student, you will get the paper. On your mail ID, and the offline student, they can come at the center and give the paper. Okay. By these notes, I will end my discussion. Jai Hind.